What's going on YouTube? My name is ginj-tcg or Chris, and today I'm back with another Meta Deck Monday, and for today we are going to be playing Lugia V STAR. If you don't know what this card does, it has dominated the format, honestly, since it came out. I mean, I think it had like maybe a couple months since it's existed where it wasn't on the map, so I figured, you know what, let's just give it a shot. Let's see how good we could do with this cracked card. With the Summoning Star ability, once during your turn you may put 2 normal type Pokemon that don't have a rule box, so Archeops, from your discard to your bench. What Archeops does is you search your deck for 2 special energy cards, then attach them to one of your Pokemon. So you can get 4 special energies a turn onto any Pokemon you want. And when I was going through Lugia deck, I was like, okay, I could play like a heavy Minccino, maybe I could play a little Iron Hands. I personally always like the Wellspring Ogerpon. I think it's just kind of a fun card. So you know what? I'm like, Lugia is one of those decks where this might not so much be the most stock version of the deck I can find, but it has pretty much everything in it. And I'm hoping just to try a little bit of everything since I didn't know what to do and I don't play much time playing meta decks. I figured I might as well give it all a shot. So with Lugia, we can use Archeops to get a bunch of normal type energy. There's no good rainbow type energy out except for Luminous, which doesn't work if there's any other special energy attached, which wouldn't work in a deck like this. So the only rainbow energy we have is Legacy energy, which provides any type of energy, or I think it's like provides all of the energy types at the same time, but only one at a time. So when we use 1 Legacy energy, we could lead with something like Wellspring Mask Ogerpon. With Torrential Pump, you shuffle 3 energy attached to this Pokemon back into your deck. So if you use the Legacy energy, you put it back into your deck, and then Ogerpon is just sitting there ready to go for next turn. So if it gets KO'd, that's fine, because then you could recycle the Legacy since it's back in your deck with Ampy Very Much Iron Hands. So I figured, you know what, it'd be a pretty fun combo to try. It shouldn't, I've seen a lot of people do it against me. I figured it can't be too hard to pull that combo off myself against the right deck. So I wanted to give both those cards a shot since they're really good at Lugia in my opinion. Other attackers we got the famous Cinccino line, which has been a perfect partner for Lugia since it has came out as well. With the special roll attack, you do 70 damage for each special energy card attached to this Pokemon. So if you have double turbo energy attached, it doesn't do 120 damage because it does minus 20 as the effect. Since it's 2 energy, it's only 1 energy card. So it just adds 50 damage to the attack since the card itself says you do 20 less damage. So something important to note, just in case that messes up a little bit of your maths going forward. I've definitely played against people where I think they assumed the double turbo would count as 2, and then they're swinging and they're like, what, 40 damage short, 50 damage, I don't know, something like that, and they're like, yep, that would do it. It's the double turbo. So just something to be careful to look for. Past that, very, very standard. We're playing a pretty high Iono count, which I like since we have gift energy. If we get knocked out, we draw into a big hand. We got 2 research. I didn't want to play 3 research. I really wanted to use the 1 Carmine. I love this art, and I think it's just a super fun card. You could use it during your first turn. You discard your hand, draw 5 cards. So if we're in a bit of a tricky hand, which happens with Lugia, since Lugia has been known to brick every now and then, just searching out a Carmine on your first turn, since you want to go first to evolve your Lugias, can really dig you out of a hole. So not a bad shout for the deck. Only 1 stadium. We're just playing 1 copy of Mesgoza. Ever since Path rotated, there's no real stadium that really hurts Lugia. And if there really is in a certain scenario, you could just use Lugia's Tempest Dive, which discards a stadium in play. So, you know, overall, it's a very well-rounded deck with the great late-game attacker too. I didn't mention Bloodmoon Ursaluna. If you have less prize, like the more prize cards your opponent has taken, the less energy cost is on the Pokemon. So if they've taken 4 prize cards, all you need is 1 energy to attack, which is really nice in a deck like this. Past that, there's nothing really crazy for the deck. I mean, it's playing high counts of pretty much every special energy in the format. I did opt to put V-Guard to make sure V-Guard was back in the deck just because Regidrago is absolutely taking off. That has become, honestly, I think it's been the most popular deck on some of the big tournaments lately. So if you want to make something to counter Regidrago, you will be countering a lot of your matchups in a lot of tournaments going forward. I don't know if Lugia is like the perfect counter to it, but back to that matchup, I put 1 copy of V-Guard in it since Regidrago is often playing Giratina V-Star, which swings to 80. So if you're swinging with Lugia, if you attach the V-Guard to that Lugia, you can live a Lost Impact, which can force them to use a less, like, productive attacker for themselves. And I mean, the deck is very versatile. If they play Raging Bolt, they still might be able to get around it, but I figured, you know what, V-Guard really can't hurt because you do take 30 less damage, so it could force another energy discarded with the Raging Bolt, or maybe their Tina won't work if they're not playing Raging Bolt and Regidrago. So overall, I just thought it was nice to include a 1-of in the deck. You don't need more than that. I mean, if they get through 1 Lugia, just switch to another attacker at that point. You know what I mean? Go into, I don't know, like Cinccinos. Like, go Lugia, Cinccino, maybe Bloodmoon Ursaluna close out. would be a nice way for Regidrago. So it's a bit of a harder matchup, but what's nice about this deck is you have a bunch of single prize attackers. You've got a 3-2 Cinccino line. You got some bulky 2-prize attackers like Bloodmoon Ursaluna and Lugia V-STAR. And then you have Pokemon that can snipe the bench with Wellspring Ogerpon. You got Iron Hands, which could abuse Gardevoir in the early game. I mean, Lugia is just one of those decks. I think I've said it before in other videos. The deck is so amazing because it's so complete. It's got literally everything it needs, except for a draw engine because it doesn't need it, because it can just put any energy in play and just attack from the board, which is so nice. Like, your hand, honestly, it gets to a point where you're searching for boss or you don't have boss, and it's whatever. You're just killing what's in the active, and that's always been what's super nice about Lugia. I think the only downside to it is it has been known to brick. Like, I always say when I'm playing with my friends, like, Lugia's biggest weakness most of the time is itself. They're either gonna brick or they're not. They're either gonna have exactly what they need on the board, or they're not. They're not gonna have the right Pokemon. There's really nothing most opponents can do about that. And part of the reason is because of gift energy. Like, if you Iono Lugia down to 2 cards, KO a Pokemon that has gift energy attached, they just drop to 7 anyway, so, like, it doesn't matter. Like, they either have it or they don't. So, kind of excited to see what it's like to have it or not in today's video. I don't get many opportunities to play decks like this because I'm not a huge fan of bringing them to tournaments myself. So I figured, you know, having videos like this once a week would be a bit of fun for me, just to see what it's like playing meta decks a bit. So, you know, that's going to be what I'm playing today. If you have any suggestions on what you want me to play on next Meta Deck Mondays video, please let me know in the comments down below. I mean, if there's a certain meta deck you want me to showcase, I'll do it once a week because I am more of a rogue channel. I like playing those decks more. But, you know, maybe on stream, if you want me to play a meta deck, I would absolutely love to if that's what you guys want to see. Or for next week, if there's like, yo, I need you to play like Dragapult, or I just did like Dragapult with Charizard last week, you know, like that was commented as the suggestion. Like, if you want me to play a meta deck, just say so, because I'm down to play whatever you guys want to see. So thank you so much for tuning in. Let's get into today's video and let's see if we could go 3-0 with Lugia V-STAR. Welcome to match number 1, where it seems like we're going to be leading with the famous Lugia start, and honestly, I'll keep the Lumineon in hand. This might be a game where I go Carmine, maybe, and we're seeing Pidgeot, so it's telling me Evolution deck, Charizard, Dragapult, something like that. We'll see what we could flip off Aromas. If I could get Tails, that would be perfect, because Cinccino and Lugia need to hit the bench. That's a heads. That's not going to cut it, honestly. I could take another Archeops. I'm thinking I just go Carmine this turn, right? It's in the deck. I think I'll send it. I'll send it with Carmine. I'll see what happens. I don't really know how to play Lugia, like, the most optimal way. Honest to God, I've never really played it, so I'm just going to be sending absolutely every play I can with this deck and just have as much fun with it as possible. I do need to be wary of bench space, so we need to leave 2 spaces for Archeops. This Lumineon is going to be a little bit of a pain because it's just going to sit here and do nothing, but that's fine. I'll rock with it. I mean, it's cool. So let's use Luminous Sign. We definitely want Carmine. Let's just get all the Archeops in discard we can, and let me attach an energy, just try to be as conservative as I can. I could put the... If it's Dragapult, I'll probably want Mist on Lumineon, and I'm thinking maybe I could jet it up next turn and put it back in the deck with the Awkward Return. It's also an option since we play Legacy Energy, so I don't hate it. I'll put the Mist on here for now, or if, I don't know what I just said I'm playing against. If it's Dragapult, I don't want them to just take easy KOs by loading damage counters onto this guy, so I'm going to put the Mist Energy there, protect it a little bit, and not bad, honestly, for next turn. Do I bench Cinccino? They're playing Pidgeot. It's most likely an Evolution deck. Charizard, Dragapult, my top 3 that I'm thinking. So let's bench Minccino. I feel like that could be a really, really good attacker going forward. And we'll see what they can do. Next turn, I think I'm going to jet Lumineon to the active. I'm going to Iono, try to get Lugia V-STAR. And then I'm going to use Awkward Return just to put Lumineon back in the deck and do... I'm hoping I can take a KO on something. Here's the Buddy Buddy Puffin. So here's the big reveal. What we're playing against. Oh my god, is it Pidgeot Control? Well, that changes things up. This is going to be a bit more fun than I thought it seems. I wonder how this matchup is, honestly. I feel like it could be a bit of fun. Because, I mean, yeah, they got Mimikyus, but we could just Cinccino around them, right? Oh, they'll Iono us. Okay, so that's fine. We do need Jet in our hand, though, to get that Lumineon play to work. If not, we'll be okay. We can figure it out. Okay, this isn't ideal. This isn't really what I wanted to see at all, but we can make it work. If this Great Ball hits Lugia V-STAR, we're golden with the top deck Jet. Oh, yeah. Loving it. And boom. Lugia. Whoa, that was not Lugia V-STAR. Alright, so we'll take Lugia there. And we have 3 in discard, right? Yeah, we've got 3 Archeops. Of course we do. Why wouldn't we? So we can't Iron Hands, which is a bit unfortunate. I was hoping maybe we could take like an Iron Hands KO. I don't think we're going to be able to. I think we're just going to Aqua Return. It's the play we had outlined in our head. As long as the... I actually didn't check if Legacy was prized or not. That could hurt us a little bit, but we'll see what we got. So we got Legacy. All right, perfect. And, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I could just put both these. Actually, no, I only need to put one on Lumineon because we're just going to jet it to the active anyways and then shuffle everything back in the deck. So, not a bad turn from us at all. Do I want to put energy anywhere else? I don't know. Maybe on Lugia. I could KO Rotom next turn if I do 200 and they don't get a tool down on it, which could be pretty nice. So maybe I could put like, I don't know. Because we could promote Lugia this turn and just have it already ready to rumble. So we could do like DTE and maybe Mist in case they try to go Mimic You and they actually set it up somehow. Or no, I can do Gift Mist. Because then I have DTE in hand. I can just manual attach and then set up whoever else I need to on the bench. I like that. Okay. I mean, it's not like the perfect turn, but I'd say it's exactly what we wanted to do. Like, plan was executed. We're taking a prize card against a control deck. Good enough. Let's promote Lugia here. And we'll take 1 prize card on a Pidgey. I also could just boss up Pidgeot if they evolve it. I need Cinccino, though. It's a little... I mean, we're in a little bit of a jam, but it's fine. I mean, as long as we're, like, top-decking our Jets, just to pivot stuff around, we'll be all good. Like, we'll figure it out. Actually, another 2 prize card. If they place that Lumineon, that's going to really hurt our opponent, because those are the easiest boss targets ever to work around. So, yeah, this is what I mean with Lugia, though. I mean, it's just... We're playing a control deck, which is kind of funny, because I really wanted to just show the power of Gift. And, you know, oh no, we got Iono to 2, and then they KO'd us, and now we have 7 cards, and it's like, what was the point of that Iono? Because right now, like, Gift would go crazy if we were, like, you know, Iono'd and then oh, they actually still might swing. Okay. I forgot. Pidgeot Control has some teeth. I forgot about that Luxray, to be honest. So they could take a big KO here. Am I that scared of it, though? I'm not sure. They didn't use Quick Search or Force Seal Stone. So they're going to use Force Seal Stone down for reversal. Wow, yeah, I completely... That was pretty bad. Maybe I should have just left, like, Minccino in the active or so. I don't know. I mean, I kind of do need Minccino to get around Mimikyu. Actually, no, I don't. I can use the Archeops to get around Mimikyu. Oh, it's kind of funny. Wow, yeah, no, I misplayed pretty bad there, actually, now that I think about it. So, we'll see what our opponent can do from here. They will do 20 damage to themselves, put themselves at 130. It's not ideal. It's not ideal at all, because that's just out of Ampy very much range as well. And are they going to take out an Archeops? If they leave my Lugia, that's cool. They'll take out Minccino. It's fine. That's actually very okay. It's not a 2-prize KO on Lugia. However, I do think I'm forced to leave Rotom and play another turn and KO the Luxray with Lugia, because that's a much bigger threat. Because it could just one-shot Lugia. So, and we get boss as well anyways. That's so perfect. Alright. I'll put another Minccino on the board. Just threaten it. Yeah, why not? And then I could take a KO. I don't even want to attach energy because I don't know what's going to happen next turn. I'd rather keep our deck as stocked as possible and just see if they got another Luxray play. If they do, that would be a little annoying. But I think we could work around it. Especially with that prize card. Oh my gosh, yeah, we're chilling. We are chilling. If they KO our Lugia, I am taking out that Pidgeot next turn. And if I top deck Jet, I'm still taking out that Pidgeot next turn. Because Pidgeot Control is only as scary if they have Pidgeot in play. So, sorry, I had to check my mic. The other day I was recording, and it just... Little like, trauma dump from making videos. I recorded an entire video with my mic, like, up, and it was against Pidgeot Control when I realized... Like, editing it. I recorded the entire video, but then editing it, I was playing against Pidgeot Control. I'm like, oh, man. That's why you can't hear me. My mic is... Like, I was, like, freaking out with the settings, and... my like recording software and all that, and then yeah, it was a dumb mistake. So now I'm like, oh, Pidgeot Control. It's when I don't record myself. Nope, it's fine. Sorry, small ramble. Had to get that off my chest. It's been weighing me down lately. Pidgeot Control lives in my head rent free apparently, forcing all types of mistakes even outside of the card game. Crazy behavior. So they're gonna use Pidgeot EX. They are digging deep for something to quick search with. I don't know what they would be looking for. My guess is they just fall back onto Mimikyu this turn. I don't know what else they would do. I don't know. Is this matchup bad for Lugia players? If you're a Lugia player, let me know if like control decks or something you fear. I'm actually kind of curious. I feel like they probably aren't that bad. They're gonna take up Rotom. It's a little annoying, but it's fine. Because all they have is Mimikyu and Pidgeot, and if they just retreat, we could retreat and KO Mimikyu. We could use Archeops and KO Mimikyu if we really wanted. Um, hmm. We can't KO because they have 280. We do 120. We can't use Arm Press. We don't have 2 electric energies. So I think here, I really didn't want to retreat, but like whatever. We need 4 energy to KO Pidgeot. So I could attach 1. I just want to keep energy in the deck just in case. So I'm going to attach 1 energy. Actually, you know what? I could attach a DT to just retreat. And then Lugia stays set up. But I don't think I want to do that. I think I'll just manually attach 1 here, and then I'll take through Archeops retreat and just rock with what's in my hand. Let's do that. I like that play the most. They got their only Pidgeot. I don't know what they do after that. We'll put Gift. We'll put V-Guard, I guess. I don't think it's going to be that big, this matchup. And we need 1 more energy. I really don't want to put any Jets anywhere. I want to top deck those just because it is a control deck. So maybe we just put another... I like having this too. I kind of like all of these energies. I'll put a Mist on. If I live to regret it, I live to regret it. It's all good. So we're sweet. We need a retreat for 2 energy. Easy with the double turbo. We've got another one in hand. We're doing 280 damage, which is perfect. I could boss up Pidgeot, swing with special roll, and not gentle slap. I almost clicked on that by accident. That would have been sad. And we'll KO their only Pidgeot in play. So now we've just got 1 Mimikyu to work around. That's their only Pokemon in play. And if they don't KO us or put a Pokemon down, we're chilling. And we're not going to be affected by Ghost Eye since we've got Mist Energy attached. So they need so many different things to KO this Cinccino this turn, and I don't know if they could do it. Another Luxray could, but they have to work with solely what's in their hand. They can't search for anything. And if they put down the Rotom and Lumineon that I know are in their hand, unless I Lumineon... I did play Iono, I think, earlier in the game. Maybe I Iono'd away that Lumineon, but if I didn't... Actually, did I even Iono this game? I don't really remember, to be honest. I think I did. Yeah, I did. Or they did. They played Iono. Yeah, so I don't remember if Lumineon's in their hand. I'm pretty sure it is. If they play it down, though, it's fine. We just boss up KO. So we'll see who they take with this. Probably Pidgey, I guess. They are playing Pidgeot control, so usually having Pidgeot play helps. And the more I play this game, the more I think that Lugia can just deal with control very easily. Because it doesn't matter what's in our hand. We're just playing off the board. And I think just having 4 Jet in the deck makes us versatile enough to just keep running them over. So okay, you know what I could do? I could just Iron Bundle here, take the KO. Let's do that. This is perfect top deck. Say boss's orders. I'll take out Pidgey. Again, I'm only scared of this deck if they've got Pidgeot in play. I know I could have KO'd Mimikyu, but like, there's no way I think they could really hurt us that bad. If they boss up even Bloodmoon Ursaluna next turn, I'm just going to retreat, take the KO. If they KO Cinccino, I'll KO Mimikyu with Archeops. If they put anything else down, I can deal with it with Lugia. I mean, I think we're fine at this point. I don't know what they could do. Without Pidgeot, that could scare me. So they could take supporters back. Are they just going to go for Penny Scoot? Bloodmoon Ursaluna play? Okay, makes sense. We can't deal with Bloodmoon. Oh, I forgot to bench Minccino. That could have helped. Because we can't KO Bloodmoon Ursaluna this turn when they KO our Cinccino. But that's fine. Actually, no. We've got game. Even if they take a KO Bloodmoon Ursaluna. Because we could retreat we could set up an Archeops, boss up Mimikyu, KO Mimikyu with Archeops, or we could just KO Lumineon. We could do so many different things now. It's not even funny, actually. Yeah, I think this game is just clips at this point. They could penny scoop. Interesting. Lumineon is still on the board, though. That's a very easy KO for so many different things, but it's fine. I mean, our opponent did what they could, take as many prize cards as possible. I gotta respect it. They did fight pretty well. Sadly, not really gonna matter too much because we've got DT in the deck. I've got DT in hand. I think we've got 1 DT each, like in hand and then in deck, so I could just attach that. Boss up Lumineon, take the easy KO. I would have done the same thing had they left Mimikyu in play. I would have just went into Archeops, set up Archeops with Primal Turbo, and then bossed up Mimikyu for game. So I think we kind of had that one on lock. And we found our stadium. Nice. Cool. Alright, so that was a pretty straightforward and easy game number 1. definitely showing off the power of Lugia. Control just was not handling it too well that match. So we'll see how we can do in game number 2. Maybe guarantee a positive record for the day. Welcome to match number 2. And I think I found one of the most Lugia hands I've ever seen in my life. This is what I mean. I mean, Lugia's biggest weakness is legitimately just Lugia. I mean, like, oh, we're going Chienpao. We're playing against Chienpao. They're going first. We are so cooked here. Wait, oh, it's the Dunsparce build. That's such an interesting build of Chienpao. I don't know if I like it more. If you play this build of Chienpao, please let me know if it's just that much better. I'm so curious because I can't see it being that much better than B-Barrel. Because B-Barrel, you draw more, you get your hand lower, it's there the whole game. I don't know, and like Rotom too, I guess it doesn't matter if it's it's already glass cannon deck, who cares if it's your prize liability on the board, so that's, I guess, whatever, but I don't know, it's just, I guess, surprising to me. I will take that Ultra Ball any day of the week. That's another basic, ooh, that's not what I wanted. Okay, I could get rid of a Lugia, though, with the Ultra Ball. I want to keep both Lugias in play, so I can Summoning Star, and honestly, with a hand like this, do I just Lumineon? I can't. Oh, no, I could take Iono. I was going to say, I can't research or Carmine because I've got literally all the Lugias in my deck are currently in my hand, but I could Lumineon for Iono or something like that because I do need a new hand. I do want to try to establish a bit of a better board state. So we can attach the energy to the active Lugia. We could also read the wind if nothing else, which is as good a Lugia turn as I could hope for, honestly. Let's just do that. So let's Lumineon. Let's take Iono. Again, I can't research because I don't have any Pokemon recovery besides Roseanne's backup, which I really don't want to use because then I have to use that next turn, like no questions about it. Or I could just hopefully get an Ultra Ball, Mesgoza, Great Ball, capturing Aroma. Like there's so many other ways I can get Lugia V-Star back into my hand. Oh, boom, look at that. We get pretty much all of them right there. So I'll gladly take that. Do I Ultra Ball here? I could. Let me Mesgoza. Let me see if I can flip heads, because if I could get Mesgoza and just get an Archeops off this and not Ultra Ball, just hold the Ultra Ball, that would be so much better. Perfect. Okay. I feel so much better about that. So now I could take a second Archeops, read the wind, put 2 in discard. Next turn, I already have Ultra Ball in hand, and I can Ultra Ball for any Pokemon I need. Do I ever play any of these guys down? I don't think so. Maybe, I'm thinking if I play hands. Because then I could go into Lugia or hands, depending on what they leave in play at the end of their turn, if they take a KO. I think we'll put hands down. Just based on the rest of this hand, let's do it. I don't want to put Wellspring Ogerpon down, because I don't want them to play Manaphy. I don't even know if this list plays Manaphy, to be honest. I don't know the exact list of Dunsparce Chienpao, and we draw into Jacques, so Jacques actually goes kind of crazy next turn, because we can just take 2 Lugia V-Stars. So if we don't get another supporter, that is 100% who I'm running it with. And they flip Tails on Mesgoza, so maybe they're a little stuck. Maybe they don't get... No, they get Baxcalibur and play this turn. Okay. Makes sense, and they evolve the active, so I can't use Iron Hands to KO it. Alright. Okay. That's a good play. Definitely a good play. Definitely what they needed to do. And who else had Chienpao here, I guess? Assuming they even have enough Pokemon or energy in hand to take a KO on Lugia. They've only got 4 cards in hand. They get the Pokestop, though, so that's good for them. Getting rid of Mesgoza is annoying for us, and they get all of the items they need. They get superior energy retrieval, but they have no energy in discard, so that's going to be completely and utterly useless right now. I wouldn't be shocked if we see a Rotom V from our opponent, based on how this turn is going so far. We also got to be careful with Lumineon. Honestly, the sooner I could get Lumineon to use Aqua Return, the better, because I do not feel like having them take 3 prizes on Lumineon with their own Iron Hands. That would be so annoying. So I might try to do that as soon as possible. Maybe I could actually get a cool boss play with Ogerpon. I really want to show up that Wall of Mask Ogerpon because it's such a good card. It does amazing. So little Arvin here. They'll get some more tools in play. I don't know what other item they're searching for. Probably Ultra Ball, get into Dunsparce. If I had to take a guess. Capturing Aroma, Bravery. Okay. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Now I can't one-shot that Chienpao too. If they happen to put it in the active with the tool. So that's a bit tricky. But it's fine though. It is all good. I could use Aqua Return next turn then, maybe. depending on what they do here. So they attach a second energy. I'm assuming they just retreat. Please. Actually, I'm praying they retreat into, like, Dunsparce or something, because then I'm just going to jet up Wellmask Ogerpon. They go into Qianpao. That's fine. Do they have the KO, though? They Shivery Chill. They got minimum 2 energy in hand. I don't remember if they have anything more. I don't... It's always tricky to tell with Qianpao. Okay, they have 3 in hand? Are they? Or 2? Oh, because of the retreat. Okay, so they've got 4 energy, 6 times... Oh, no, they got the KO. Alright, they're like that. They're like that. And they'll put the tool down, so it'll be very hard for us to do anything next turn without Cinccino. This might be a bit harder to work around now that I think about it, because we don't play vacuum or anything like that. We just live on a prayer with our hands, but Cinccino will not come and save the day next turn and take an OHKO on Qianpao. We got nothing of the sort. So I was talking smack about the Dunsparce Qianpao being the way to go, but our opponent is doing just fine. They don't have much of a hand for next turn, though, so maybe we could work through. Honestly, yeah, we might be able to, depending on what those 2 cards are in their hand and what their top deck is. Oh, actually, they draw 2 cards as well from prize cards, so they got a decent hand. They got an alright hand, now that I think about it. Who do we want to promote? Could do Lugia here. It's just our beefiest attacker. Yeah, let's just do Lugia. I don't think it really matters going forward. We need to get Qianpao, we need to get Minccino down as soon as possible. So let's Jacques here for Lugia VSTAR, and I could just take Archeops because I could just Ultra Ball it away. It doesn't really matter at that point. Let's do that. How many Archeops do I have in discard? It should be 2, right? Jeez, that's Pokemon. Yeah, 2. Okay, well, that's fine. So I can Ultra Ball away Archeops, and let's do, I guess, Mist Energy. I'll hold on to the Jets. Mist Energy isn't going to matter this matchup, whereas the Jet effect could be pretty cool at some random point, so I'll hold on to that. And I want to get a Minccino down to disrupt their prize trade and threaten a big single prize OHKO next turn. So then we're going to evolve Lugia. We got 2 bench spaces left, which is absolutely perfect. I'm going to use Summoning Star, get my Archeops from discard in play, and that Bravery Charm is proven to be the most annoying thing right now. So I'll put the gift on the active. And let's use Primal Turbo. What do I want to do here? I could just take DTE. Just save an energy. DTE and V-Guard. We have Legacy too, but I kind of want to save it just to see what's going on later. Maybe I could put it on Minccino, force him to take 0 prize cards. That could be pretty cool. Minccino is the biggest threat, though, next turn. So I don't mind just putting 1 gift energy right now on some Minccino. Just in case they go for like a boss KO on that. I don't want to put too much. I don't want to thin out all the energy in my deck. So I'll just put 1 gift. So if they take a KO on Minccino, at least I'll draw into like a bigger hand for it. So I like this. I like where this is. I like where we're sitting overall right now. I think we're in a decent spot. We just got to really hope that though 4 cards in hand are not any sort of energy retrieval cards or Dunsparces, which is most of their decks. It's like Irida to Dunsparce, energy retrievals are all things we need to dodge. And with 5 cards in hand, I know they got 7, but I know 2 are energy. So they got 5 cards in hand to work with to get more energy in play. 1's a heavy ball, so that's 4 cards down. We need 4 of those to not be energy search. Which the chances aren't the highest. There are also 25 cards left in the deck. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if they had it. I wouldn't be shocked if they don't. Or if they just have all the energy they need in hand. That would be so annoying if their entire hand is just energy. There's 3. That's not perfect. So they have a couple cards left in Hailblade. Nope, that's it. Alright, cool. I'm fine with that. If they're 2-shotting Lugia, I'm so fine with that. That is 100% okay with me. Do I ever retreat Lugia, actually? Or not retreat, but like jet up Minccino to the active. I think I'd rather save Minccino, no? Right? What do I do? Actually, you know what I could do? I could do this. I could just get Lumineon off the board right now, put another Minccino down. Because I'll swing... That's actually a pretty fun play. Let's do this. Let's do this. I don't know if it's the best play, but it's fun. So I'll rock with it. Again, I don't know what I'm doing. I never played this deck before. So let's use Archeops. Let's get Legacy, and let's get Mist. It really doesn't matter. We just need 2 energy on the thing. Because it's going to get all shuffled back into the deck anyways. So I am cool with this. And then we can Aqua Return, and we'll have space next turn to put down another Minccino or Wellspring Ogerpon, both of which I think are great options going into next turn. So, we'll also take a big 2-prize KO. And who do I promote here? Let's just go Lugia. I'm the least upset if they KO Lugia. I want to keep this Minccino alive the most, so overall, I think that was an awesome turn. And this is why I think B-Barrel's better, is like this scenario. You know, they've got 3 cards in hand. They don't have anything insane really going on. 4 cards in hand, excuse me. Like, do they have it or not? They can Rod stuff back that's still 3 cards in hand. Rod's putting stuff, Pokemon specifically, in their deck. Doesn't really help them if they don't have a Nest Ball. I am a dirty liar. There's the Nest Ball. So they've got 2 energy. Actually, you know what? They can take a KO with Shampoo, which is a little annoying. But that's alright. That's okay. We'll make it work. They instant charge. Oh, that's bad for them. Alright, here's what we're going to do. Oh, yeah. I don't know if this is necessarily a smart play either, but I can. So we're going to Torrential Pump and take KOs on their Dunsparce here. Again, that's why I just think B-Barrel might be a little more efficient. So we're going to take out Legacy, and I could do Gift. And then I could also manual attach. I could put 4 energy on Ogerpon. Because then if they KO it... Hold up. Let me think about this real quick. So here's what I'm thinking. I definitely want to use Ogerpon. I'm thinking, do I put a 4th energy on Ogerpon so that I could leave Gift on it? And then I could draw it to a big hand next turn. Maybe get Boss. That would be pretty sweet. Let's do that, actually. Let's do that. Do I even have a Gift left? Oh, no, I don't. Oh, no, it's already on it. Okay. So I have Gift on it, so let me just put, like, Mist Energy on it or something else. Just to put a 4th on the active. And then you'll see why this is my play in a second. So, we are going to use Torrential Pump, but do 100 to the active. I'm going to choose to shuffle 3 energy back into the deck. Yes. I'm going to shuffle everything but Gift. So I still have access to Legacy Energy later. Again. But then if they KO my Ogerpon, I'll draw 3 more cards. Or 2 more cards. No. Only 1 more card. Wow. Alright, maybe that was a little less cool than I thought. I forgot about prize cards. Whoops, my bad. So, here they go in Cinccino. Again, they got 6 cards in hand, plus with their top deck. They've got a guaranteed 2 energy with Shivery Chill. That being said, I don't know if they have enough energy to even KO this Ogerpon. And if they don't, I just retreat into Cinccino, load it up with Archeops and a manual attachment, take a KO for game. So, we might have made a pretty solid comeback here. Here's Irida, so they got superior energy retrieval. They got a guaranteed KO. Because they can take 4 energy out of discard, and rating Greninja doesn't actually help them too much right now. And they Rod back. I'm assuming just 3 energy, right? Maybe a Pokemon too. Maybe Dunsparce and a couple energy. 3 energy. Alright, makes sense. Because they got 4 in discard still for superior energy retrieval. So they got 100% guaranteed KO. They're KOing whatever they want right now. Which is good for them. It's really just going to come down to if I can get a KO next turn. And I don't know if I'll be able to. Actually, if I top deck Mist, I could KO Chienpao with no tools next turn. Because when they take a KO, I could promote Lugia, retreat it with the double turbo, manual attach Mist, and then use Archeops to put a single energy on Lugia and take a KO 220. Or I could just skip all that and use Cinccino. Sorry, I dropped a couple cards here. Let me grab those. I'm always shuffling like a hand. Actually, it's just regular playing cards, but I'm always shuffling them. So, I'm a little clumsy, apparently, and just dropping everything today, but it's whatever. It's in the middle of the video. We'll work past it. I think we're in a good spot to close out this game. Because we still have Legacy Energy, too, so we can still disrupt their prize trade even more. Force them to go on an odd prize or take 0 prizes for Cinccino. Like, I think overall, we're 100% in the driver's seat right now. And there's a whole lot of energy. Are they going for a Rating Greninja play? On who? I have 100 HP left. It's not dying from Greninja. Nothing is, actually. Wait a second. Now I could just use Iron Hands. Because I've recycled Legacy Energy twice already this turn, and they whiffed both KOs. Alright, I mean, hey, that's fine. I'm not complaining at all. So, and I get the gift, Jet Energy. That was the insane play with Lugia I was thinking of in my head. That was so unnecessarily overcomplicated. Alright, so we're just going to take Legacy Energy, Mist Energy. We are going to attach them to Iron Hands. We are going... This is why Lugia is just... It's so overpowered. It's not even funny. I don't even need to play... I haven't played, like, anything from my hand this game, and I don't even need to. My hand has stayed the same most of this game. It's just been loaded with energy. So we are gonna, yeah, I was gonna retreat into Iron Hands, use Ampy very much on Radiant Greninja, swing for KO, take 2 prizes, close out the game. So our opponent conceded before I could pull it off. But I mean, that was a little scary in the beginning, especially because Chimpao was going first. But it's Lugia. It's Lugia. We didn't even have it in our hand. We were just able to get Archeops in play on our second turn and swing, and that was that was enough. That was all we needed. So solid game number 2. Let's see if we can get a perfect record and go 3-0 in match number 3. Welcome to match number 3. It seems we are going to be staring down another Chimpao deck, and this one might be the B barrel engine. So it's going to be a lot of Chimpao going into today, which is fine. That's all good. Also, I'm feeling a research this turn. Do I ever put Bloodmoon Ursaluna down? I could. I don't really want to get rid of this Pokemon, and I don't mind it just sitting on the bench and vibing until late game. That's pretty much what we did last game with Iron Hands. So I'll put down Bloodmoon Ursaluna. I will attach the gift energy to active, and I'll research. They've only got 4 cards in hand. I don't want to Iono and give them 6. Not against Chimpao. So, I mean, we lost a couple good cards, but we'll make it work. We'll figure it out. So here I can read the wind, just get rid of an Archeops, and I mean, if I get an Ultra Ball or something, we'll be in a good spot, but we're in a bit of a rougher spot going into next turn. That helps, actually, a bit. Although we're short in Ultra Ball still. I don't have a way to get 2 Archeops in discard with this hand, which is a little unfortunate. But I think we can make it work. They've got Chienpao. Do they have the KO? There's the switch. What else do you have? And Bieber, oh my god, they had the hand of all hands. Like, you just can't tell me this, like, version of Chienpao is not more efficient. I can't believe that. Look at that. That was so clean. They just had everything, and it's still not even, like, the most perfect hand. They're still short a few energy and stuff. Palkia, Rod, actually, they got a blinged out Chienpao deck. That's... Yeah, nah, this Chienpao player is a Chienpao player. Oh my gosh. So, I'm curious to see what they search for. I'd assume Palkia, based on what they've shown so far. Radiant Greninja, okay, makes sense, actually, just as well. They're going to try to dig. If they get an Irida, they still haven't played a supporter. I'll be very, very scared. They even have gold energy. I just processed as well. Yo, nah, this Chienpao player is legit. They got all types of crazy stuff right here. So, not perfect. I really don't know if I want to read the wind and or just get 1 Archeops in play. If I get 1 Archeops into play, we are in the worst sort of, like, boss problems ever. So maybe I just Mesgoza, and I can see if I flip heads at least. I do. Alright, that's kind of nice. Maybe I did just give him back Excalibur as well, which isn't ideal, but, like, whatever. I could take Lumineon and Iono. Evolve Iono, pray. Because I really want to take a KO here if I can. Although Iono isn't necessarily the best either. Do I have any supporters I can discard that's not research? Yeah, I don't want to research my hand. We're going to be down a lot of energy at that point. But I might. I'm very tempted to, just to make sure I get a KO. You know what? Do I ever just full sends? Why not? Let's just research the hand. We might as well. I lose Roseanne's, I lose Boss, I lose another DT, and another energy. So we got to be a little mindful of energy. Honestly, I don't even know how much energy we play to keep it at like $1.50 with y'all. I could play Boss here. Oh no, because I need to research. I can't play Boss. Because I'm going for the full send only with Lumineon Research. So I can't play Boss and try to take out their B-Barrel or something. I just got to go Research, right? Just absolutely full send it. I might as well. I've gone this far. I've already committed to the bit. It's the only way I know how to play these decks, is just have some fun with it. Just absolutely swing as hard as possible. Don't make the mistake and bench Minccino because I got a Summoning Star 2 Archeops back. That would be bad. That would make it all for nothing. And we're in one of these spots ever. Do I have a Great Ball right now? Capturing Aroma first. I'm capturing Aroma first. See if I get another heads. If I get Lugia VSTAR out. Boom. Easy. Oh my gosh. We're like that. Full sends only. So, honestly, you got a decent way to close out the game, because they're going to be using Chienpao the entire time, right? So, I'll play the Great Ball as well. I don't even need to take anything. Honestly, I don't want any of those Pokemon in my hand. I could take Iron Hands, but, like, nah. Yeah. Alright. here's what I'm thinking. We take a KO right now, get rid of Qianpao. They KO us with Qianpao, we KO them with Lugia. They KO us again with a different Qianpao, we swing Bloodmoon Ursaluna, close out the game. Easy 2-4-6. And it's always that easy. It's always that easy. Just never have to worry. So let's get these guys down. Let's put a V-Guard down as well. Why not? They're just whatever energies that I'm not too worried about losing that much. So that's pretty cool. I could set up another Lugia on the back end. I don't mind that, because they're not KOing 2 Lugias at once. Not Qianpao. So I might as well. Just let's get these guys ready to rumble. Maybe I'll keep Jet. Maybe I'll just do Gift and Mist onto this Lugia right here. Because I don't know, maybe they try to like ball stall or something, and I just want to keep Jet for the just in case. But this is 100% fine. I love this play a lot. And it's Qianpao. I'm not worried about them. If they have 2 electric energies to use Arm Press against Lugia, like, what am I supposed to do about that? Doesn't matter. You know? It's kind of just a full send scenario anyway. So we'll take our 2 prizes. We're up 2. All we have to do now is just keep the pressure on. We just got to go 2-4-6. I'm just going to go Lugia, Ursaluna. I could go Minccino, honestly. If they get a KO, not a bad... Oh, now that they got a Palkia down, yes. Yeah, now we need Minccino down. So when they KO this Lugia, I bench Minccino. And I have to KO... I have to use Minccino to one-shot Palkia. So that's fine. Or I could get Iron Hands down at some point. Take a boss KO on, like, B-Barrel for 2 prize cards. Oh, that'd be so devastating, too. Alright, we got options. They boss. Who? Lumineon. Oh, please take it. By all means, that is your prize card. I don't care who you're KOing. I just needed you to KO someone, and ideally not Archeops, and that's exactly what they did. So that is going to work out perfectly for us. Because now I can use Lugia to KO Palkia. Palkia is like the biggest threat right now, because the only thing that'll have more HP than like Lugia or Bloodmoon Ursaluna can KO. So I think here, let's just smack down a Minccino. Let's use Boss's Orders on Palkia. And honestly, I'm just going to hold the energy in the deck, because I don't know who I'd want to swing with next turn. And I think I'm just going to Tempest Dive Lugia. I don't want to, like, the reason I don't want to Primal Turbo now, I don't want to spread my energy too thin. We already full sent it a little too much with that research. That was an insane play for no reason. So energy's running a little tight right now. I think. Honestly, I didn't count still. I'm never... Full sends only. I'm not counting anything. We have 3 things that could take a KO next turn. 4 in play. I don't think they could KO all of them. Or disrupt us enough that it matters. Like, we've got active Lugia KOs Qianpao. Bench Lugia can KO Qianpao. Bloodmoon Ursaluna, if they take a KO, could comfortably one-shot Qianpao. And I have Cinccino in hand, so as long as they don't Iono us, Cinccino can also KO this Qianpao. So it's like, I can't see us losing here just because of what we have on the board. You know, if they retreat into a single prizer, I'll KO that too. And I'll just make this a turn longer. That's fine. Sure. If they go into a single prizer, they're not taking a big KO on Lugia V-Star, which means we are getting a free KO, and they're not. So it's fine. I'm okay with that. I think we've just got game, no matter what way they put it. I'm trying to think of what they could do to disrupt us. If they Iono, we use either Lugia or Bloodmoon Ursaluna. If they KO active, we use any of the 3 bench Pokemon. If they Iono and KO active, we use Lugia or Bloodmoon Ursaluna to KO their active. The only thing we're scared of is a tool. Is like Charm or something like that. But I don't think this deck plays many tools. Yeah, they don't. They just... I respect it. they just... I mean, I'll hit them with a thumbs up. I think they just passed. They're like, you know what? It's not even worth it. The aggressive line was the shout, man. I mean, that research play might have been a little wild with Lumineon, but oh my god. And then they bossed up Lumineon. I mean, they had to take 2 prizes. I don't think they had it on anything else, but still, it just... That might have been one of the easiest decks I've ever played in my life, honestly. Lugia's, it's just send it. If you need a deck just to send and not worry about any sort of repercussions, the deck's either going to work or it's not. Just play Lugia. It works. It's exactly how people say it is. It's great. It's awesome. So, yeah, that's going to be it for today's Meta Deck Monday video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you made it this far, thank you so much for the support. Let me down in the comments below what decks you want me to play in the future, what cards you want me to check out, what ideas you got for me. Join my Discord server and let me know that. Link is also in the description. Let me know what meta deck, seriously, let me know what meta deck to play, because I never know what meta deck to play. In the comments down below, that would be awesome. So, thank you so much for making it this far. I appreciate you guys so much. With that being said, stay epic. Peace.